as well as challenge stereotypes. It was a year where the continent's diversity and eclectic music traditions were on display.
Let's open our eyes. The message a collective of Chadian artists called Vigilance Plus spread through music as a way to raise awareness on Boko Haram. The group comprises of 10 artists whose lyrics encourage people to be vigilant in public places. The song was written in different languages, including French, English, and local Arabic. Rapper Ray's Kim is head of the collective.
We truly extend this call of vigilance to all the people who have experienced attacks, who are at risk of attack, or who are being threatened. We call on everyone to be vigilant. We know that Cameroon is being attacked, but also Niger, Mali, and Nigeria. We know that today, Central African Republic is at risk of attack at any moment. So we are calling on all these people to be alert in order to counter all groups that will harm human lives.
Chad is part of a regional military task force fighting Boko Haram. Soldiers were deployed alongside troops from neighbors Nigeria, Cameroon, and Niger to try and end the 6-year insurgency that has killed thousands.
A child in the distance, playing in the rain.
Nigerian pianist and songwriter Cobhams Asuko also uses music to preach hope and inspire fans. Cobhams was born blind, but says that never stopped him from pursuing his goal to become a musician. His music is a fusion of different genres, including R&B, jazz, classical music, and various African rhythms.
Like any other success story, it had its moments where I had to fail forward, where I had to learn, where I had to do all kinds of things. I would go to people's studios, and just hang out and listen to them work. And, I would hope that one day I'd be lucky to get on the console or, get on the system and, do my own thing, and then eventually when I started to do that, there were times when, I would sleep on many studio floors, and I would dream of owning my own studios, and there was a time in my life, a time I describe as poor, broken, homeless, when I just went from studio to studio and I just made music, and it didn't matter what I got paid.
Battling great odds to bring their music to the world, the musician of Malian band Songhai Blues had to flee their homes in the north after militants imposed Sharia law and banned a wide variety of activities, including music. For Songhai Blues singer and guitarist Aliou Touré, this was the last straw.
It's a question of life and death. It's not only for us in this particular time, but for the whole population of civilians. We are talking about jihad here. We are talking about Islamists. We are talking about the armed groups. In such circumstances, when our security is under threat, one better escape somewhere where they can be offered safety. That is exactly the reason why us and most of the northern population moved down south.
While the band's music is mainly a fusion of rhythms and tunes from the north and the south of Mali, they are also influenced by Western musicians, including Jimi Hendrix. In early 2015, Songhai Blues released its debut album Music in Exile, which includes their hit Al Hasidi Teri. It was his first time in the DRC, and award-winning artist Stromae did not disappoint his fans. 6,000 people watched him deliver hits after hits. The 30-year-old musician, born to a Rwandan father and Belgian mother, said the Africa tour was a personal initiation for him. Stromae, who sings in French and whose witty lyrics tackle family, loneliness, drunkenness, and Twitter, had to abandon the last 2 appearances of his first Africa tour in June after falling ill.
La congolaise, je pense que c'est elle qui a donné naissance à beaucoup de courants et notamment le.
I think Congolese music gave birth to many movements, especially in Nigeria and in Ivory Coast. For me, the Congo is of paramount importance musically. I'm thinking of Koffi Olomide, Papa Wemba, Zyko, Franco, and so on. This is music that we listen to tremendously, and that African diasporans, not necessarily Congolese, at some point listen to Congolese music. It's a must, so it is understandably part of who I am.
Ont écouté un moment de la musique congolaise.
He's also performed in Senegal, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Gabon, and Congo Republic.
Media Monitor, your weekly media news review program.
It was squashed some few months back, but obviously this is something that is going to hang around Praveen until it is actually dealt with. If he didn't know, then he wasn't doing his job.
In it, she described how the man's hair was frozen, although the man has no hair.
Is anybody volunteering to go to jail for him? That is not how the law works.
This particular matter makes us really look like a serious banana republic.
Unpacking headlines and giving analysis on topical issues. Sundays at 9 a.m. only on the SABC News Channel.
And I'm production Chetty Miller, SAB Miller, and Hauser Bush in there. It's something that I need to learn to say more often.
Will together produce around a third of the world's beer.
It is a mouthful. Have you ever considered skin bleaching?
Nigeria tops the list of African countries with 77% of its women bleaching their skin. Now I can see that it is not good because it affects my face and some of my body parts.
Thousands of Arab Israelis and Palestinians participated in a big rally. Flight MH17 was shot down by a Russian-made missile.
How those chips may fall is a prediction best left to the currency of time.
That's Primetime News, Africa Journal, and Your World on SABC News.